Welcome to this channel. Today we'll be discussing testing your water, where to test your water, why you should test your water, and how to interpret your water test results. So without wasting much of your time, we'll be dealing with the three most popular or the three major water testing labs in Ghana. That's SGS, Water Research Institute, and Ghana Water. SGS actually offers the most advanced and the most comprehensive water testing reports. And also after SGS, then Water Research Institute, their test results also takes about, the result will come out, I think, after between 10 to 14 days. Ghana Water, you can actually get your test results within 24 hours. And this is actually the most affordable. And so those three results are the ones we'll be focusing on today for us to be able to, for the purpose of this explanation. I don't want to waste too much time. I want to tackle the most important parameters, parameters you should look out for in your water test result for you to be able to determine which water filter to use, a water filtration process to go for. When it comes to the testing of your water, we have the physical-chemical analysis of the water. We also have the bacterial analysis of the water. That's to test for the presence of bacteria or pathogens, microbes in your water, and also to test the physical properties of your water, the chemical properties of your water. So those are the two major forms of water testing we have down here in Ghana, most especially for drinking water. And any lab you send your water to can carry out this test for you. First, we'll be analyzing the water test results from Ghana Water. If you look closely at Ghana Water test results, the first one has to do with the pH level of your water. The pH level of your water is only telling you how acidic or how basic up there. It's only telling you how acidic or how alkaline your water is. So what you should pay attention to if you are thinking of drinking your water. The first has to do with your pH level. The second has to do with your conductivity. The third has to do with your total dissolved solid, your salinity, the color of your water, also the turbidity of your water, the total suspended solids. Now go to your total hardness. Your total hardness is actually the addition of your calcium and your magnesium. Since you have total hardness here, there's no need to pay too much attention on your calcium hardness and magnesium hardness, even though those two will also come in handy if you are trying to soften our water. But for now, only focus on your total hardness, which is generally the addition of these two. Then you move to your chloride, you move to your fluoride, you move to your calcium, you move to your sodium, your magnesium, your total iron, and your manganese. These parameters that I've pointed the blue lines to are really important in determining which water filter and even on how to design a water filtration system. The TDS level of your water measures the total dissolved minerals you have in your water, like your potassium, your calcium, your magnesium, your sodium, your chloride, just the addition of all the dissolved minerals. That's what sums up to your TDS level. Yes, water should have some minerals, but when those minerals are above certain limits, then those minerals are too much for us to consume. And that's when you start tasting some funny taste in your water, either salty water or metallic taste and all those things. We also have total suspended solid. The total suspended solids of your water is just telling you the amount of suspended solids, debris you have suspending at the top, or you have suspending on your water. And your water should be clear. It shouldn't have any particles, particularly suspending or even not suspended, probably settling in your water. All these things are bad for your water. Now, if you have total suspended solids in your water, you are supposed to use micron filters to take out total suspended solids from your water. So the TDS level of your water is actually almost the most important part of reading your water test results. After your TDS level, your pH level, then you can come to your total iron and your total manganese. just to know if you have iron in your water, just to know if you have manganese in your water, if you have sodium, calcium, fluoride, chloride, total hardness, all these things will reflect in your TDS level. What happens if your pH level is low? Then meaning the water is acidic. You can either install sodium bicarbonate, you can install calcite media to increase or to normalize the pH level of your water. If your conductivity is high, you may have to install a reverse osmosis. If your TDS level is very, very high, and you will also need to install a reverse osmosis because you need a membrane to take out those dissolved solids from your water. If your water has color and turbidity, you have to go down here to check your total iron level and your manganese level. If the color is not as a result of the presence of iron and manganese in your water, if you check here and you realize that your total iron level is normal, is below 0.30, and also your manganese level too is also normal, is below 0.40, then you can then come to the conclusion that probably your water is muddy, your water contains some suspended sand, debris, deads. Then you can also look at either installing a multimedia system or installing the micron filter to take out those death, or installing anthracite, installing catalytic carbon in removing those, removing the color and the turbidity. Most of the time, when you have iron and manganese in your water, the water will be turbid and also it will contain color. Now, it's very rare for your water to be hard, for your water hardness to be above 1,000 milligram per liter without your TDS level crossing the 1,000 milligram per liter threshold. It's rare, but when that ever happens, when your total hardness level is above 500 milligram per liter, instead of going for a reverse osmosis, which is sometimes expensive, though not all the time, we have cheaper reverse osmosis systems. Instead of going for a reverse osmosis, we can actually go for a water softening system to soften the water for you from either 800 milligram per liter, 1,000 milligram per liter, to drop it down below the 500 milligram per liter standard for you to be able to use your water. And most of the time too, if your water is scaly, maybe your water is your faucet, you can see those whitish scales building up on your faucet, then you can come to the conclusion that your water, it's hard, sometimes hard. You can come to the conclusion that your water has calcium and magnesium and also potassium present in your water. And if you are to install even a reverse osmosis, then you have to deal with that scale as well. If not, those scales will build up by clogging the membrane of your reverse osmosis. Then you have to install an anti-scaling dosing system to prevent scale buildup on your membrane. Here is the bacteria or the bacteriological analysis of your water coming from Water Research Institute. And here they will test for total coliform, fecal coliform, E. coli, and heterotrophic bacteria. Now you can also see Ghana standard. Ghana standard for each of these for total coliform is 0, meaning you shouldn't even have any total coliform in the water at all. Also for fecal coliform, it should be 0. For E. coli, it should also be 0. The total heterotrophic bacteria, you can't have that more than 500 in your water. Now, if you check this water test result, this person is having total coliform of 186, which is above the standard of 0. Fecal coliform above 0, here having 7. Here E. coli 2, also more than the standard. The heterotrophic bacteria here, 2,808 against 500, which happens to be the standard. So, meaning you only match. So from here, then how do you treat your water when you have this? If you have bacteria in your water, any form of bacteria at all in your water, or even pathogens and things in your water, the cheapest method is to chlorinate your water. So once you have bacteria, then you have to sterilize your water, you have to chlorinate your water, or you go for a UV sterilization system. if you look here, the remark here is saying that your water is turbid, fell below the WHO guideline value, however, blah, blah, blah. So basically, that is how you read and interpret your water test result. Remember, you should only focus on the pH level, the TSS level, the TDS level, and once you see your color and your turbidity level, quickly rush down to your total ion and the manganese level to see if the reason for your turbid water and the color in the water probably could be from iron presence or manganese presence in the water. If there is no iron and manganese in the water, then from there you can come to the conclusion that, okay, the water probably only has dirt, mud, and probably some things floating on your water. Then you have to deal with those things by installing sediment remover filters in your water. So if you've been able to follow us to this level, thank you. Kindly comment below. We'll be giving out water testing kits. Thanks for watching this video. See you in the next one.